The indie games industry is enjoying one of its best years in 2021. There are many successful names like Loop Hero and Death's Door, but today we'll look into another indie game that is also very well received by gamers and has been nominated for several awards. It is an unusual mix of genres between deck building, roguelite and horror escape from the room game. The game, made by Daniel Mullins Games, is called Inscryption. You are playing the Challenger, who is locked in a dark cabin and forced to play a deck-building card game by a shadowy figure, glowing eyes dealer. He will also occasionally give you creepy bits of advice. In the beginning, you have no choice but to play along, but soon you will have to find a way out of this cabin. Don't let your guard down yet, the game is far from over. Brace yourself for a big surprise. Inscryption is a deck-building roguelite mixed with the escape the room mechanic. Your deck-building gameplay is operated by a mysterious game master. But when he lets you leave the table, it's time to find the way out. Several items are scattered all over the cabin you're locked in. Some are helpful during the deck-building game, while some are key items required for your escape. You can loot the cabin as much as you want, and the game master doesn't seem to care a jot. Nevertheless, your death during this part of the game means you have to start over from the beginning. But getting stuck in this cabin is not always a bad thing, simply because this card game is so well made and very much enjoyable. You'll have a chance to play minions very similar to Magic: The Gathering, but instead of reducing your opponent's HP, you'll put some weight on their scale instead. The game ends when a player's scale touches the table surface. So, when you're on the brink of losing, attack your opponent to tip the scale back. This adds a lot of depth to the gameplay. Well-designed levels make Inscryption one of the best deck-building games you'll experience. This game is separated into 3 acts. Each presents you with slightly different approaches, but the card game is always at its core. Other than playing the deck-building game and trying to escape, there are tons of secrets for you to discover. Some of them are hidden behind a puzzle and might need further research to reveal the dark secret. Hitting a dead end? There are many online communities dedicated to interpreting the secrets of this game, but it's a lot more satisfying when you can crack the secrets yourself. The cabin that you're locked in is super creepy, that's for sure, but it isn't devoid of colours. The main tone in the cabin is yellowish-orange from the candlelight. The Game Master is the highlight. When you trigger an event, he'll light up a coloured lamp to change the atmosphere, which still always looks eerie but beautiful. He takes the role of the boss himself, wearing a beautifully scary mask. Inscryption's original soundtrack is composed to amplify the creepy atmosphere of the cabin and your captor. One outstanding track is Death Card Cabin, whose slow acoustic guitar and piano can give you a chill down your spine. Some tracks are 8-bit music, which is similar to other indie game soundtracks like Undertale, but still gives a creepy feeling nonetheless. However, there are some cheerful tunes here too. Daniel Mullins Games does what other developers never dare to by mixing deck building, roguelite with horror escape from the room genre to create pretty avant-garde gameplay. The deck building section is super fun, added with an interesting new mechanic. The escape from the room elements are always rewarded quite handsomely after solving every puzzle. The game narrative is also somewhat innovative, with tons of twists and secrets. This feature encourages players to group up online and form communities to help one another decipher the game. Plus, there are lots of surprises that will keep you up with the gameplay. Inscryption is totally one of a kind. And this is PlayPrime stats that show you this game's characteristics. Inscryption focuses on uniqueness and creativity by mixing a perfect blend of two very different genres. The game's narrative awaits to give you so much more, you'll have to see it for yourself. And the way the creator has left breadcrumbs in the game as teasers for players to do more research is a brilliant way to tell another side of the story. And for this game, the reviewer recommends you to get. This is a must-have for all the card game fans. Subscribe to PlayPrime for more reviews and follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!